Welcome back. We are going to do a little bit of practice here. One skill that we're working on this next unit is grid drawing. So I have a practice sheet here in your packet, and we're just going to practice transferring one image from one grid to another. So I have my practice paper, I have pencils, erasers, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do one and then let you do the rest on your own. All right. You can see that these have corresponding grids. So there's A, B, C, or the rows, A, B, C, and then the four columns, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're really just gonna take it one square at a time. And if you wanted to, you could even cover things up with some pieces of paper. That could make it easier to focus in on a single square. So maybe I'll grab piece of paper there. I happen to have some scraps of black paper here. And just kind of cover up the other boxes so I'm not so focused. So on the rest of it, so I can just focus on that. Okay, so I've covered up everything but that one box, and it's gonna help me just kind of zoom in on that shape. What I can see is that there's an angled line that comes up not quite from the corner, but almost at the corner. So a little bit at the corner, and then goes up about halfway this way and a little bit over halfway that way. So kind of about there. And then I see that it scoops up at an angle, curves, and then scoops back down again. But it's a little bit wider here where it crosses over than up there. Okay, cool. So then I might go down to the next one, and here's where it would be helpful to have a couple different pieces of paper on hand. I'm just grabbing scraps from nearby. Okay, so same thing here. I'm just going to zoom in on this one. So I'm going to see that there's, what is this? Like a kind of like a triangle shape or a shark fin that comes up. It's about a third of the way down, and it almost touches this line, but doesn't quite. And then it goes almost straight down, but angling back a little bit. And then this one comes out almost to this corner. Just looking at the shape, and this kind of swoops down, and it's about a third of the way over where it crosses that line. And then there's a tiny little notch out of this corner. And then this is like a hamburger top sticking out there. Okay, so that's how you're gonna do it. You're just gonna do it section by section. And maybe I'll look at this one next because that's pretty easy. Just kind of continues those two lines. And it comes down to like right here. And then for this one, that's almost all black except this line comes in, and it's not flat, it angles up. And then there's like a bend in this line. So it comes down and then angles down. And then there's a little thin strip at the bottom. Okay, and so that's how you're gonna do it, section by section. You don't have to cover it up. If it works better for you, just to kind of leave it open like that, that's fine. Just make sure that you're doing it square by square. That's why we have the grid. So you don't have to do the whole thing all at once, but so you can kind of zoom in and just take it chunk by chunk. The empty ones are the easiest, obviously, and then some of them just have tiny little bits. But see if you can do that step by step and transfer all 3 images. Okay, have fun.